So here is living proof that smoking genuinely is bad for you, as the hero and protagonist of Murdered Soul Suspect falls to his eventual doom in the very opening shot of the game. And Alex and I here at Upload, we've been given the privilege of getting an early look at the game, and we're going to look at some of the opening scenes and some of the core mechanics in this first clip. And I've been playing Wolfenstein this week, as you know, and this game is a very different kind of kettle of fish, a different change of pace, different mechanics, and you know, I really enjoyed the beginning of it.
So let's run into what you're actually doing here. So as you've seen, you've fallen down. What you're actually controlling is your kind of spirit self. So you're trying to line yourself back up with your body, trying to sort of get back in, thinking, you know, if you can put your spirit back in your body, maybe you can breathe life back into yourself. But unfortunately, what you're greeted by now is the guy that pushed you out the window. He is known in this game as the Bell Killer. He is the main enemy, the person you're going to have to kind of try and catch and solve.
Looks like the lead guy from Watch Dogs.
There you go, that's solved now.
Yeah, crime over.
Right,
done.
there we go. Anyway, so at this point, this is quite moving. You know, you're basically standing over your body, seeing this guy. You know, as a spirit, you're spectating your own death.
Quite disturbing, yeah.
You know, you can see all those bullet holes in you, and that is kind of, you know, your sort of key image for the rest of the game. You can't shake them. And at this point, you're now going completely spirit, completely soul.
Full ghost.
Yeah, full ghost. And from here, this is where the game really does begin. And this is where the game really kicks off. So you are, or you were, a police detective, and you're going to now use that to kind of solve your own murder. So you use all your skills, you have to go around kind of trying to collect evidence, solve all these different sort of like clues and different things like that. So you can possess people, you can look through their eyes, so you're seeing what we're doing here. We're trying to sort of like steal these clues from this guy's notepad. Alternatively, you can go around the crime scene and you can look for evidence, so there's sort of some bullet shells. All these things, you collect them as these kind of sort of evidence pieces, which you can then use later on to influence people. Yeah, clues, exactly. So for example here, this lady's being questioned by this police officer, and he's struggling to get the answer out of her, so we're going to influence her.
And those are all the clues.
Yeah, these are the clues we collected
in the crime scene.
Yeah, so if you miss some, then these won't be filled in. But we're going to influence her with the right one here, and then it now prompts her. She now
jogs
remembers
her memory into something that happened before the crime. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so she's now going to give him the answer she needs, and we can then move on. We've then solved that part of it. At this point, we now need to move into the building at the top, which is where we got pushed out of, so we can hopefully try and gather some more clues. The one thing about this is, even though you're a ghost and you can pass through most objects, you can't actually go into buildings unless the doors are open. You know, that's the one kind of boundary you've got. You know, your buildings, doors and windows, if they're closed, you're locked out. But otherwise, luckily here, our police officer friend has opened the door for us, so we can then go through, and then you can see.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's through. Yeah, you can sort of feel the shiver. Now, detection is one thing in this, but there are enemies. You know, it's not just about going around and solving puzzles. And one of your main enemies you have to deal with are these demon spirits. So if you want to see us take these on and see sort of how these spirits affect the gameplay, then be sure to tune in later on this week for the next clip. But for the time being, that is the beginning of Murdered Soul Suspect. Thanks for watching.
Bye.